In today's video, I'm gonna draw some of your favorite male TikTokers. Let's get into it. You guys probably know that TikTok has become one of my biggest obsessions lately, and not only I've been posting there a lot of videos like short drawing videos, but also I've been enjoying watching other creators put up a lot of different content, mainly some funny stuff, but also I just love those TikTok dances, those trends, and I'm really enjoying the app in general. And also, side note, let me just brag for a second, because I recently got verified on TikTok, which is something totally crazy because it's the first account that I have that is actually officially verified, so I'm super excited about it. And also, shameless plug, don't forget to check my TikTok account because I'm trying to be quite regular with my videos there and I'm sure you're gonna enjoy some of my content. So yeah, if you'd like, you can give me a follow there. Anyway, maybe I should focus more on the topic of today's video, which is obviously drawing male TikTokers. And as you can tell already, I started off with drawing Tony Lopez. Along with his brother, I think that they are one of the most popular creators on the app, and well, I'm not even surprised. I mean, they're handsome, they look good, they dress cool, and they do all sorts of dancing trends. So I mean, that's the sort of recipe to have a success on the app. And these are pretty much the main reasons why I decided to draw them, but let me just tell you, I've spent so much time trying to find the proper picture to draw, because they do have a lot of cool pictures, but the problem is when you're trying to find a reference for the drawing, it needs to have specific sort of features, if that makes sense. I usually like the face to be pretty visible first of all, and in such setting that I will be able to draw it first of all and also catch the resemblance. Because when it comes to Tony's pictures, he has a lot of great pictures, but some of them are just him squinting too much or just smiling to the point where you can't see his eyes, and those kind of pictures are obviously, like I said, awesome pictures, but they are quite hard to draw. But well, luckily I was able to find a good enough reference picture eventually, but I just decided to switch the t-shirt from the one that he had on the picture to the one from his merch as far as I'm concerned, because I saw that they came up with those colorful tie-dye t-shirts with this sort of smiley in the middle, which I actually consider to be such a cool design. So yeah, this is the only element that I changed, and yeah, this is how the drawing of Tony Lopez came together, and I think that it actually looks pretty cool. And the second person I obviously needed to draw was Ondreaz. And just like I mentioned before, Ondreaz is Tony's brother and they are creating most of the TikToks together. They are known as Lopez brothers, and yeah, like said, they are pretty popular on TikTok. As they are brothers, they are obviously quite similar to each other, but they do have some pretty distinctive differences. Their faces and their face features are obviously slightly different, so that was the point that I wanted to put the most focus on, just to make them look like themselves and not like the same kind of person. Also, I know that Ondreaz cut his hair lately, but I'm drawing him with longer hair because I just like it better. Let me know what do you guys think about his change of his haircut. Did you like it better before with the longer hair, or are you team short hair? Let me know in the comments. For both of these portraits, I put a lot of emphasis on coloring their faces, obviously, but I noticed that on both of the reference pictures that I used for those drawings, they had a lot of those kind of pinkish blush on their cheeks, and it's just this natural flush to the cheeks that make the whole face pop a bit more, and it just makes it look super cute. So that's why I put a lot of those kind of rosy color on their cheeks, which I think that made their portraits way more adorable. Also with those portraits, another tricky part that I needed to face was their mouths. Because, well, drawing closed mouth, just lips, is very simple, and it doesn't really matter if it's girls' lips or guys' lips. It's the same kind of technique and it's pretty easy. But when it comes to different sort of face expressions, like for example smiling or sticking out your tongue like it was in Tony's case, then it gets a little bit more complicated. Because then you need to draw teeth, you need to draw the tongue, and you need to still make it look like a real mouth, and yeah, that's pretty difficult. So it definitely took me a while to figure this out and make their mouths look good, but eventually I'm pretty happy with the result, and well, it's always a new experience, I'm always trying to learn new things, so that was definitely a fun thing to practice a little bit on. And the last but definitely not least person that I'm gonna be drawing today is going to be Bryce Hall. And unlike Lopez brothers, who I obviously follow on TikTok, I don't follow Bryce. And I actually don't know a lot about him, but you guys were suggesting that I draw him as well, and I know that a lot of people love him. I mean, he has over 10 million followers, so that just speaks for itself. So yeah, that's why I just decided to draw him as the third person today. I obviously checked some of his videos and pictures before actually drawing him, and he seems like a cool guy, so yeah, it will be just fun to illustrate him. But one thing I need to give him is that he had way more pictures that would be perfect for reference pictures for drawing than the Lopez brothers. So yeah, for him I didn't need to spend so much time looking through his pictures trying to find the perfect reference, because he had some pretty fire pictures on his Instagram that were just perfect. I picked the one where he has a very difficult face expression, difficult to draw obviously, because not only he's smiling but he's also squinting, he has one eye closed but the other one kind of barely open, which makes it even more difficult to draw it, and then he has a lot of those kind of wrinkles on his face due to the face expression. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on and I already know that it's gonna be quite hard to draw it. And at this point I'm aware that this drawing is looking pretty much nothing like Bryce, but I just hope that I will be able to make it work at the end when I'm gonna add the final details, because even if the drawing is not looking very well at the beginning of the process or in the middle of it, eventually it might turn out really good, so just keep pushing through and actually it might turn out good, so let's hope it's gonna be like that. When it comes to all of those three portraits, I did a lot of blending with colored pencils on their faces because they had a lot of those kind of wrinkles due to their face expressions obviously, so I felt like colored pencils were the only way to showcase that and enhance that. And also I just love using colored pencils for such portraits because they give me so much precision. I can do even the tiniest details with them. I also started to not use fine liners as often, and instead I'm just using black colored pencil or even dark brown one, because I feel like this gives a softer look to the face and the outline is not as harsh as it would be with black fine liner. So I'm just experimenting with my technique lately. And I finished off Bryce's drawing with this awesome tie-dye hoodie. You guys know that I've been obsessed with tie-dye pattern lately, and it's actually also quite funny that I'm saying so in today's episode, because as you can tell, all of those three portraits, all of those three guys are wearing tie-dye clothes on themselves. Tony is wearing this colorful tie-dye, Ondreaz is having a grayish sort of tie-dye pattern, and Bryce is wearing a vivid pink one. So yeah, it's kind of crazy, and my obsession with tie-dye is real. And that will be pretty much all for my today's video. It was super fun to draw some guys again. I definitely need to do it more often. And you guys let me know who of these 3 men is your favorite TikToker, or maybe you have some other ones that you love. Let me know in the comments. I'll be wrapping up for today, so thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all and I can't wait to see you in my next videos. Take care, bye!
I'm just going with the gut, never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now.